Khan, all right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises and honor and glory to the Most High through His Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I just want to go into a few precepts on why we need the law, because you got people in the truth that are making fun of brothers because they keep the laws of God, right? Talking about take the training wheels off, brother. But just because you learn something don't mean that the training wheels quote unquote are not needed anymore. You know what I mean? Just because I know how to drive does not mean I'm not going to use the guidelines on the road, right? These things are created for a reason. Why not use them to your advantage? So it's just crazy how people in the quote unquote truth, and I hate calling it that, right? I'd rather call it the walk, right? Because the pride and the arrogance in so-called elders or people who've been doing it longer than you is beyond me. It really it offends me at this point. But you know the Bible says that your sons and daughters will prophesy. So that's why the young you know incomers are having a bit more of a, I would say, easier time receiving the truth and spitting it back out. You know what I mean? As they get it. And you got brothers who's mad at that. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty sad. But let's get into the scriptures. You know, everybody's having their own take on things. But I guess we'll see who's who when Christ returns. Right? So Romans 8:14, for as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. But how are you gonna know if you led by the Spirit without the law? Without the training wheels? Why not have a measuring stick to look at, right? Because if you know anything about the psyche, when your brain holds information in short spurts, right? For lack of a better term. So that's why, you know, in high school when you used to get the answers from the girl in your class or the dude, you know, who's smart or whatever, you can look at the cheat sheet and pass the test easily without just, you know, looking back and forth at it. Like you look at it real quick or whatever you study really quick. It's fresh on your mind. That doesn't mean that you're gonna hold that, even though some brothers can hold that until years later, right? You need a constant reminder, and that's what the law does. And this precept is important because, as pursuing Galatians, the law is spiritual, right? So that's how you know you led by the Spirit of God, right? Let's jump into Sirach. Let me see. Sirach 19 and 19, right? Let's start at 17. If you hear something that makes you angry with your neighbor, ask him about it before you threaten him. Leave the matter to the law of the Most High. So it's not training wheels because it's necessary. So you won't lean on your own understanding, right? And I'm making the video and I can't believe it's really veterans in this thing that think like this. The training wheels, the law of the Most High is the training wheels. Take the training wheels off. So you just think you led by the Spirit. No, this is how you know you're in the right path, the right walk. When you're looking at the law and you can see, okay, I do this, I do this, I do this. It's just folly at this point. Verse 20, fear the Lord and keep his law. That is what wisdom is all about. Period. Right? Let me get this in John. Right? John 7:24. Okay, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. So how am I going to know how to judge righteously without being a student of the law? Right? How would I know righteousness if I didn't brush up on it here and there a little and here a little? It's the training wheels. So you just got it down pat, pretty much. I'm supposed to believe that. I don't care if you was in this for 20 years. You know what I mean? You have to brush up and study. Doesn't matter who you are. You're just a man at the end of the day. Let me get one more precept. Romans 7:14. Romans 7:14. But we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. Right? I'm gonna start calling these dudes Anderson. They're gonna be like, what? I'm gonna be like, nah, I said Anderson. There's a lot of Andersons out here that think, you don't gotta follow all the laws, brother. I'd rather follow all the laws to the best of my ability, because the man that I used to be didn't have no guidance. So now that I do have a guide, why wouldn't I use it? Just because I've been in the walk for some time doesn't mean I know everything all of a sudden. It doesn't mean that my brain is just going to hold all of the laws. I have to study constantly, as the scriptures say. But with that, I'm going to say Shalom, Kohalo Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. Peace.